men aren't really getting gassed up in the same way that women are going to get gassed up by society, by their friends. Oh my God, you look so amazing, but you're fucking 400 pounds overweight.
Some guys like that though. I will say.
Sure, okay, there are some guys who have a fetish, whatever.
I think, and it's not just fetish. Sometimes that's just like what they're into. Like looks wise, I think a lot of appearance wise, a lot of it is objective and subjective. Like instead of looking at objectively like what you are on a scale.
If you're obese,
I could find not even just that though. Like obese, I could find one celebrity or one person like super attractive, I'm obsessed with, beautiful to me, and then I could tell my friend, they're like, ew, he's butt ugly. Like I don't find him attractive. I find this guy attractive.
People have types and tastes and whatnot, but I mean, there is an objective standard though when it comes to beauty.
Yeah,
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So wait, where were we there?
I just wanted to bring up that sometimes some people have like things for other people. I know friends that are super hot and they will only date guys with dad bods and like are not also super hot, you know, like they like more average people because that's just what they're attracted to. That's what they would say is a 10 on their scale, and then they would look at, you could bring in like someone else.
Even like his point is like there's still a standard, like there's still a reason why, like, you know, like the percentage of people liking a specific type of person is, you know, super uncommon than to what you would consider to be like the stereotypical beautiful woman or the stereotypical beautiful man.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I was just bringing up another little point. But no, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. I agree with that.
I think the primary issue is that one of the primary issues, if I had to distill it down in dating, is that women, and both men and women want the best man that they can get. But women will confuse sexual attraction and relationship attraction. Mm-hmm. So there's plenty of guys that will sleep with you, keep you along, even long term, string you along, but they have really no intention of either committing or marrying you or ever having anything long term. But guys will keep women around for sex. So, and women can
do the same.
Yeah.
Well, women can shoot much higher out of their league than men can when it comes to getting sex. So, okay, men will sleep with women who they would never have a relationship with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Women don't really move like that. Like in order for you to sleep with a guy, let me explain. In order for you to sleep with a guy, he needs to at least be physically attractive enough for you to be in a relationship with him. You wouldn't sleep down. Like here's where it's different. You'll sleep with a guy, and if he's more attractive, then you'll sleep with the guy. And if you know it's just going to be casual. Whereas men, it's the reverse. Men will sleep with a girl, and she'll be less attractive than he is.
Disagree.
100% disavow.
Wait, can you say that again? Yeah. Say that again.
Okay. Men will sleep with women who they would never have a relationship with.
Right. And you don't
when it comes to physical attractiveness.
Okay.
So in order for a woman to sleep with a man, that man has to be at least physically attractive enough to be in a relationship with. But the same is not the case for men. So a man will sleep with a girl of a certain level of physical attractiveness that he will never commit to. But women will project that same thing on.
And what is that scale?
What do you mean?
Like what is like, are you saying they're going to sleep with more attractive women but never commit to an attractive woman? Or what do you, like, what I'm saying
is a guy who's a 9 will welcome the easy sexual access to a girl who's like a 5 or a 6.
100%.
But he's never going to commit to her. Whereas most women, it's the reverse. Women will perhaps bend their rules when it comes to casual sex or one-night stands if the guy is attractive enough. But it doesn't go the other way.
But you said relationship.
Yeah, you're saying relationship. Yeah. Like we won't sleep with them. We'll bend. We would date them. We'll bend our, you know.
We're more likely to sleep with attractive women.
Men if we want a relationship.
Men, and
not date them.
Less according to looks.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right?
For you to sleep with a guy, he has to at least be attractive enough physically for you to be in a relationship with him. But it's not the case for men.
Not at all. Actually, not at all.
I feel like that's an old way of thinking.
I would
no, it's pretty. So hold on. To be clear, the men that I disagree, but go ahead.
Like I would much like I don't want a guy who's yes, physically attractive on a scale of a 10 on the standard. Yeah, sure. But I would much rather date somebody who's below that because That's just how it naturally, like, beautiful women date men who aren't as attractive. That's literally known. You will you will see a woman who is like Megan Fox
Wait, so hold
dating
on.
somebody who, and MGK, like, come on, bro. Like, you're
Or
telling me
Beyonce and
Megan fucking Fox
Pete
is
Davidson
gonna
getting-
date, bro, Pete Davidson, are you crazy?
all
Like,
the
that is
bitches.
crazy. No 10 out of 10 is ever gonna date a man
Nicki Minaj,
that is a 10 out of 10.
Cassie.
Well,
Yeah, he
here's
just got a big
okay,
dick.
just to address that.
What was that?
Nicki Minaj. No offense, Nicki
talking about the
Minaj's
big dick
husband,
comment.
Cassie. No offense to Cassie's husband.
Beyonce.
MGK.
But this is all anecdotal,
No,
anyways,
MGK
because
come
it's
on.
celebrities.
MGK, I
Come
would argue,
on.
Is hot in the
tall,
rocker
he's
way.
Tall. He's tall.
What to you is
Yeah,
you
I
on
was
a
gonna
on a
say.
On a
man's
male
scale?
is a
Yes,
10?
please give me I want an
No, a
example.
person.
Young Brad Pitt, I would say, is like approaching a
Okay, yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah.
Approaching
I
a
don't
dad.
think-
MGK.
Wait,
compared-
approachable?
But Megan Fox is what, in her mid?
Dude, she's
30s?
literally,
But she's
she is
hot.
one of like
Sick,
if you
she has a couple
she is a
kids.
sex icon.
No, but she's literally on the magazine for like world's like
She's a very
beautiful
attractive
women.
woman.
Her Adriana Lima.
Yo, she's a very
she's so
attractive
hot.
woman.
That's what I'm saying. Come on.
But
like,
she was more attractive when she was 21.
please name
No,
a
she's
woman
still
who is
hot.
Yeah,
who is-
name a-
please name
Why
a
is
woman.
she so
hot?
Please
She still
name
looks the
please name a
same.
celebrity or woman who is dating a man, like a woman that is known to be one of the most beautiful women, dating a man of the same caliber.
Wait, hold on.
think there's
Repeat
only
the question.
Who?
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
I don't think Ryan
The
Reynolds is
only
attractive.
ones.
Yeah.
And I also think
Bro,
Blake.
okay,
I don't
here's
think
what
Blake
you
Lively is
know.
that good looking.
Men are able to
like
make
average.
up for their lackings in physical appearance
100% with personality.
status, personality.
100%, which is why I'd
But
rather
in the
date
same-
him, not a 10 out of 10 who has none of that.
But that's almost proving my point.
But Megan Fox has a good personality and
Can you
status.
scoot your mic this way, please?
But Megan Fox has a good personality and status, and she's still dating lower. And what does he have? He has some music and pink hair and spikes.
I'm not privy to all the details of the MGK and Megan Fox
Those are
thing.
just examples that we were bringing up.
Okay, so wait, what's the point?
That women date below.
Women
You
date
said that
below
we-
the average. Like, I would much rather date somebody
But
who's
these
less
are
attractive.
that's almost.
Are
almost
we agreeing then?
It almost reinforces my point. The men that they end up in long-term relationships with
Or with more.
ends up being different, with more beautiful. Wait, what?
If you're saying if I date somebody who's
Also, we shouldn't use
Less-
celebrities because that
It's anecdotal.
that involves like status.
yeah,
and
I
that's
guess,
a whole
but
we don't
nother-
know, I think.
whatever. Like, it's still saying like I would much.
Okay, generally speaking, like a girl who's average could hook up very easily. Like just go on Tinder. Could hook-
100%.
could
It's
hook
so
up
much
with-
easier for a girl to hook up with a guy than it is for.
and hook up with a guy who's more physically attractive than she is because said guy welcomes the
hun-
easy access to sex.
Just-
100%. If I go up to a guy right now, no matter what, I'm like, I want to have sex with you. They're not. Why would they? No. Like,
Why do we keep pushing
yeah,
this
that's true.
casual hookup? And
No.
we're not talking about
Like,
actual
that's a different
relationships.
that's a different conversation. What the fuck?
Like
is
a
going
lot
on
of this
with
is about it just sounds like it's like men like, well, they can hook up with more people, and it's like, who cares? Like, that's not going to sustain a long-term relationships, and a lot of those
Wait, we're not talking about
connections
long-term
don't
relationships.
build into something more. But this is a dating podcast. Most people are dating to turn into a relationship.
Well, I mean, there's
Not
all
everybody,
I don't
but a
agree
lot
with
of
that.
people
Not
are.
anymore.
I don't agree with that. I don't think you need to date to be committed and married and have kids and do all this other shit.
Then
I
why
mean,
do you
can
No,
date
you
for
don't
fun.
have to, but
You
I'd
don't
say a
have
large
to,
majority
but that's
would
not
like
the
that.
normal anymore. Like,
Okay,
Like
that's
it's a different time now.
yeah.
But
For the white
look, the
picket
point I'm
fence.
trying to make is that okay, this all stems from the 1 to 10 rating thing. So if you have a girl who has a delusional or inaccurate self-assessment of her own physical attractiveness, let's say she's chasing after a certain tier of man.
To marry or just hook up with?
They can
Chase-
coincide.
Yeah.
Like because if
I thought
a
it was
girl,
separate though.
here's
A
the
second
thing.
ago it was separate. A second ago it was just about casual dating and not turning into a relationship, and now it's they
No, they're
coincide.
related.
That's what I just
They're
said there.
related.
Exactly.
Because
that's what I just said. And
because a girl could hook up with a guy who's more attractive than she is, if we're just using some objective rating scale of 1 to 10, that guy very well is not going to ever commit to her. But she's able to get sexual access from him. So she either thinks, well, didn't work with this guy, let me keep chasing men of this caliber. So then she's going to look at the guy who's actually on her looks level, who's actually her looks equivalent, and she's going to think, I'm settling for him. That's where women get into trouble if they think that they're more attractive than they actually are. They're going to be chasing dudes throughout their 20s who are just never going to commit to them, keep them in situationships, casual sex, one-night stands.
The rating scale is not the way to solve this. The rating scale is not the way to solve this.
I'm not saying
Discernment solves this. Like your own life mirroring to you issues is hopefully. I mean, this is survival
Of the fittest.
You
I
said
guess.
the whole scale thing was a surface level question, you would say? Is that how
Yes.
you phrased it?
Yes.
And you also compared that to what do you bring to the table as that as a surface level question as well, right?
Yes.
But you would say that if a man were to ask you that, you would obviously right off the bat judge him for something. But I think that surface level questions are almost necessary nowadays because they say a lot more about people than just